But the game was 6. It feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Short pass brought in. No one's around him. He's got space. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Headed out right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Hey, middle.
Jackson's going to throw again. And he's got it. It's in close. Good game here as he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
18 Cardinal, 18
To throw here on first down. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns break the tie here in the first.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
180.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
13 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. Breaks attack. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Browns pick it up. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cavity line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Completed to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead off the turnover. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's Lamar. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 21-7 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter. Ravens in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Lamar throwing again. Finds his back complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. Good slap downfield to Olave. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Hits his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's a toss headed right. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
We'll have the first down and even more. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. Have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Escapes the pocket, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
17 yards. It's now 3rd down.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down, it's Jackson. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Jackson yet again. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work.
Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Come on, go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st down, Browns.
Let's go!
Here's a throw. Getting out to his left. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. 1st down from the 42. They're going play action. Just before halftime, you get a timeout taken.
He was brought down by Savion Jones. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 9. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, Jackson rolling out to his left. He's got a man left. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. He'll get that first down. He couldn't do it right there.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try to throw for it. Into traffic, complete! And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Quickly out to the right, complete! He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. We get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down throw for Jackson. Hauled in left side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And again, it's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
On the 24 once again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
We've set it down from 37. On first down, they'll run. Dodges another stop. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Dragon 60. 65, Jack, go.
Throwing from the gun here. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes out to the left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be fourth down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll throw for it. Forced out to his right. He stays up, and he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now, that was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
On the set. Get it. Cougar 19. Steady.
Quick toss, headed left. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Steady. Cowboy 80. Get up.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He dodged the tackle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Complete in the end zone. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd